Hi everyone, I'm Annette, a military veteran, and I want to educate you on Chapter 35 before you sign up for it. So Chapter 35 can look like an education benefit, but it can also reduce your VA compensation and in some cases leave you with an overpayment bill. So a lot of veterans do not realize that until the money changes or that debt letter shows up. So I want to break this down for you very clearly so I can answer all of your questions. So Chapter 35, also called Dependents Educational Assistance, is a benefit for eligible spouses and dependent children of certain veterans. Now, it can help with education and training costs. So yes, this can apply to your child, and yes, this can also apply to your spouse. But here's where people get caught off guard. For children, this is not just an education decision that you're making. It is a household money decision. Because once Chapter 35 starts, it can affect dependency-related compensation and reduce what you are receiving today. And that is the trade-off. And that is a part a lot of families do not fully understand until it happens, when that letter shows up in the mail. Now, I do want to say this. For my dependent, it was absolutely beneficial because we were already sending her money, about $500 a month for her education. Whether that was tuition, room and board, or whatever she needed, we were already helping cover those costs. But because she was able to receive Chapter 35 benefits, we were able to keep a little more money in our pocket instead of paying all of that ourselves. She was able to receive $1,500, which was triple what we were giving her. And yes, our VA benefits were reduced, but now she's receiving more than what we were spending on her before. We were getting $700 total. She's getting double that. And she can use that money for what she needs. She does not have to be limited to just one narrow expense. She can use it for groceries, gas, whatever she needs. Tuition. So while Chapter 35 may reduce your benefits as the veteran, your dependents or your spouse may be receiving much more than that reduction. And that can make a real difference in helping them get the degree or training that they are working toward. So I want to be fair here too. This is not me saying do not use Chapter 35. This is me saying understand the cost and understand the trade-off if your dependent or spouse does use it. Because for many families, 36 months of tax-free benefits can be extremely valuable. And in the right situation, it may absolutely be worth it. Now, in my case, like I said, I also experienced an overpayment. And I had to deal with the VA wanting that money back. My options were either to let them reduce my benefit for 36 months and about $63 a month for those 3 years, or write a check back for the overpayment in a lump sum. So when I talk about this, I'm not speaking in theory. I'm speaking from experience. And based on the questions I'm seeing in the comments, I know a lot of veterans are confused by the same issues. People are asking, did I miss this in the application? Why didn't anyone explain that I couldn't get both? What happens if my spouse uses it? What happens when my child turns 18? Can I add them back later? Why did I get hit with an overpayment notice? Now, I want to say that these are real questions, and they matter because this is not just paperwork. This affects your household budget. It affects your monthly compensation. And if the timing is delayed, it can create a debt you were not prepared for. And, trust me, the VA is always delayed. So the biggest takeaway is this. Do not look at Chapter 35 as just an education benefit. Look at it as a financial trade-off. Yes, it may reduce compensation on your side, but it may also provide far greater value to your dependent or your spouse than what you're losing each month. That is why you need to weigh the costs, the trade-off, and the bigger financial picture for your family. If you have questions, leave them down in the comments below. I respond to every single comment, and don't forget to check out my other videos on Chapter 35. And until next time, thanks for watching. And do not forget to share this video with other military veterans who may be considering signing up their spouse or dependent for Chapter 35 benefits.